Okay, third graders, today we are going to learn a new way to organize our data. And this way is a dot plot. Okay, so first we got to put together some data. So let's go ahead and put this together. Let's pretend that I interviewed or surveyed a third grade class about their favorite, let's go with animal. Okay, and this third grade class was only given 3 choices. Let's go cat, dog, and hamster, right? And let's go ahead and put together some data here. I'm going to use tally marks because that's easy when we're collecting data to create this frequency table. So this many picked cat, that many picked dog, that many picked hamster. And as you learned last week, I'm going to go ahead and label, because that's very important. I'm going to label with numbers my frequency table. So cat was 6, dog was 8, and hamster is 3. I feel like one of those was Jim. All right, so now let's go ahead and organize that data. We can organize it into a pictograph, we can organize it into a bar graph, or we can just leave it as a frequency table. And today we're going to organize it into a dot plot. So I am going to make first my number line, and the most important thing that I need to do is I need to label. So whatever the subject is that I'm talking about in my dot plot, that's what should go at below this line. So I'll put cat, and I'll put dog, and I'll put hamster. You see how I'm taking the data straight from that frequency table. And now all of these animals refer to favorite animal data. We could also say, Miss Olvera's class data, or our family's favorite animal, or whoever we're talking about, right? So now I'm going to use dots, and I'm going to look at that data. For cat, it says 6, so I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you see how those dots represent the frequency, or the number of times, right, that a student picked cat. So for dog, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then for hamster, there was 1, 2, 3. Okay. So as you can see, this dot plot, it's pretty cool. It's pretty easy. I like that it's easy for my eyeballs to look really quickly at a dot plot, and I know exactly the one that has the most. I know which one that has the least. I mean, it's pretty user friendly. Okay, so let's practice answering some questions about it. So look at that first question. Which animal do these kids like the most? Okay, well, I think the tallest one, that's pretty easy right here, is dog, which was 8. So I'm going to say pretty certainly that that's dog. Now let's look at this second question. How many kids are in this class? Well, they're not asking me about the cat or the dog or the hamster. They're asking me about kids in the class. Well, if I tell you that all the kids took this survey, then how would you figure out how many kids total are in the class? Let's think about that. Well, 8 of them liked dog, and then 6 of them liked cat, and then 3 of them liked hamster. I think that maybe, perhaps, our best thing would be to maybe join all of the dots together. And you see how it's a lot easier once we have some numbers there too. Once we look over at our frequency table, instead of counting all of them one by one, it's pretty easy. We can say 6 and 3 is 9, and then 9 and 8 is 17. So I would say, oh, there's 17 kids in class, maybe at the time that I did that little survey, right? And now let's look at that last question. It says, which animal do these kids like least? Sorry, Gemma. The animal that they like the least is hamster, although hamsters are really, really cute and cuddly. All right, so I hope that that gave you a really good idea of what a dot plot is and how it's just another way to organize our data from a frequency table and make this pretty cool looking dot plot. All right. I will see y'all soon. I know that all of your teachers miss you so much.